Imagine, if you will, a partition in the middle of a land of human construct, a fence that separates toy from art. This fence isn't chain linked, barbed wired, neither is it entirely porous, but rather made of a fuzzy, hazy, near cloud like material that bleeds into the other like the gradient of morning into night on the wings of the dawn. This becomes the domain of the video game, the media that resides in that haze between toy and art. For all intents and purposes for this video, it'll be seen as art here on Leopard Strike. Hey y'all, it's your good buddy Justin here at Leopard Strike. I'm not even going to get into the gameplay on these, just the artistic style. I'm not including games that are going for sort of our world in realism, but rather unique worlds that bring unique style in a way that takes aesthetics of gameplay to another level. The Legend of Zelda's Majora's Mask, developed by Nintendo. If you're part of the original generation of Nintendo, you remember The Legend of Zelda with the gold cartridges. It just announced that this was something special and unique amongst all the other gray cartridges. Fast forward to present day with Tears of the Kingdom, and the aesthetic has transformed into an impressive, expansive landscape of anime that squeezes every drop of potential out of the console. From the tribal masks to the demonic Malay-style Moonman, the game takes place in the land of Termina, an alternate to the typical Hyrule setting. It's the second 3D Zelda game, although I first played it on the 3DS, and it features the kind of big eye style that Disney would later adopt for features such as Tangled and Frozen. It walks a perfect line between the anime style of present day and the pixelated little grid walker of the original. World of Warcraft. The cinematics of WoW are something that has continually upped the ante for game graphics over the past 20 years. The in-game graphics are markedly and infamously less impressive than the cutscene graphics. But that's every game, and even in-game graphics and art provide us with an expansive, almost Tolkien-esque world. I was personally never into the game, but I knew plenty of others who were, and it was enticing enough to earn the moniker World of Warcraft, with numerous accounts of people playing dozens of hours and sitting at a time neglecting their health and other aspects of real life. Ninja Gaiden. In this era of NES games, many of them had to be pixelated in the same artistic style in order to just fit on the cartridge. Castlevania, Contra, Mega Man 2. The sets here, I'll be honest, I think Castlevania's background world looks better, but where Ninja Gaiden really shines artistically, I think, are the cutscenes. They're just a smart use of limitations of style and animation. I won't lie, this game pissed me off so bad as a little kid. I can remember playing it endlessly as I listened to my Fine Young Cannibals cassette, screaming, cursing the developers. Good times. Tetris. Absolute minimalism at its finest. It's just some tiled blocks. And they look like nice tiles too, though, with this little shine on them. They look like those shiny Double Dare tiles back in the day. Holy crap, do not look up Double Dare. Is anything innocent anymore? The only other graphics is Moscow on the start screen. This game is the granddaddy of puzzlers like Candy Crush, but there's something about that minimalist blocks that just can't be beat. Of course, you can't beat a good old game of marbles and jacks, though. Number 6, Fortnite. It's difficult to harken back to a time in which Fortnite style was fresh and unique until everyone sort of copied it, of course. But I can remember, I was considering working at Epic, but I took a little different path. It was around the Gears 2 launch era, and Fortnite had just released their initial trailer. It was so cool, and it reminded me of the real Ghostbusters cartoon from the 90s, but a bit more updated. For Epic, known for Gears of War and Unreal Tournament, this Fortnite toon style was a major departure. As we all know, it paid off big time. My family alone, at minimum, has paid for a few of those epic catered lunches. So yeah, epic guy driving the Ferrari next to me. Remember who gave up his spot for you. 2 words judge every Mario Kart: Rainbow Road. While I really love the 2003 version of Mario Kart 8, just seems to bring everything together into a giant culmination of what the kart is supposed to be all about. The design choice, I can tell you, the 2003 version is probably my favorite. Just the fact that there's this visible city right underneath the track, giving a sense of high anxiety. With most of the others, there's nothing really visible below, but you understand if you fall, you're going to fall pretty far, even if you're not seeing what's below you. MK8, I've got the entire world below, which is cool and gives a sense of how high up we are, but there's something about being just above a skyline that really drives it home. But the updated look of 8 with the sharp textures and glows and solar glare really hits home for me. The Misadventures of PB Winterbottom. Created for the Xbox Live Arcade, The Misadventures of PB Winterbottom has an aesthetic I love. 19th century to silent era vibes with a super fun puzzler. It's 2D, soaked in sepia tone black and white, and pies all over the place, and a super catchy and fun soundtrack to go with it. Actually, with this game, yours truly was on the leaderboard and won a shirt and Xbox 360 faceplate for it. Those are so fun times. It's so consistent and fun too throughout the game. Epic Mickey. This game is just outstanding and represents everything present day Disney does not. We get Mickey, Oswald the rabbit, runs through the Disney World park. You can recognize everything. There's so much eye candy when the paint and thinner is dripping and globbing all over the place. It's a fun experience and shows worlds I want to be in. Mickey also looks great in the game as well. I said I wouldn't get into gameplay, but honestly, while I love the game, I have it for the Wii, and I can't ever replay it because my nunchuck doesn't work anymore. And honestly, I'd rather just be able to sit down and not be waving my arms around in the process the whole time. So if I do decide to get rebrushed, I'll probably get it for PC or 360. Viva Pinata. Rare Games was on a hot streak when the 360 launched. Perfect Dark Zero, Banjo-Kazooie. Viva Pinata was a highly stylized sandbox game. I was hooked on this game. I think aside from Assassin's Creed and Need for Speed, I unlocked more achievements on this than anything else. You have a little garden you tend to and attract other pinata creatures. In this game, they can get sick, they need to eat, and also you can bludgeon them and they leave behind candy. The style is very colorful and well designed. You can't help but appreciate the artistry and the aspects and all the little details and intricacies of this game. BioShock. From the intro, which sets a gruesome and actually quite disturbing tone for the rest of the game, to the expansive underwater views of the city Rapture, which resembles the Metropolis from the Fritz Lang film and features the occasional shark mulling by. The interior of the buildings are stuck in a early 1940s motif that's incredibly charming. The aesthetic of the game is contrasted between the charm of the Art Deco interior, the gore of the dystopian Fallout, and this underwater world down in the deep. I find this game to be incredibly creative, and I think it was definitely at the top of my favorite single-player games experiences. I choose Rapture. I do want to give an honorable mention. And honestly, I could have made this a top 11, but Mortal Kombat 3, particularly at the arcade, was an outstanding piece of art. And if you never got to experience sitting your 50 cents on the shelf of the cabinet to play next on this bad boy, I really feel for you. You totally missed out. And if you've made it this far, I can hear you already. While there's really nothing left to say as my list is immaculate, I realize you may have some grievances here, so let us know in the comments below how much you enjoyed my curation or what I'm a moron for not including. Perhaps down the line, if I find a game that I kind of want to play, maybe I'll try to start doing a little live stream, probably on the green site, I guess. And until next time, get some sun, touch some grass, find the art and everything.